Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Ultra Squad. Today we're back at it again with My Hero Academia What If. As this is What If Deku was Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I did say I'll be coming back to this What If. Like I said, I will be coming back to this What If because I really need to chill on the Naruto What If because I've been going back and forth into it as I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to get bored. Yeah, I also want to keep on doing My Hero Academia What If because I actually do love it. I love Naruto. I love My Hero Academia. I love all anime guys. And also I have a shout out to Broly T23. He just he texted me like on like the comments saying that yo he can actually create my thumbnails for me, and I like being like the happy person as I am. I actually accept. So shout out to Broly T23 that don't worry if you're watching this video. I like I said, yeah, you will be getting a shout out, bro, and thank you for helping me. So anyway, just let's get into the video. Now, where we left off, because I haven't done this what if for quite a while, and I think I left off with actually Sonic actually saying that he actually got a plan for the 10 months of training. Now, guys, if you have not remember or watched the first one, I suggest you watch it to have a better understanding. Now, Sonic said, like, guys, heck, I have an idea. As Silver said, like, what is it? Sonic said, like, how about we actually go to different places? Shadow said, like, so you mean to tell us that you want to go, like, travel to different places to train for the 10 months? And Sonic said, like, wow, Shadow, there's no telling. Hmm. Shadow said, like, what do you mean no telling? Sonic said like, "Oh, nothing. I mean I meant to say that. How should I say? And by the way, Sonic is trying to think of an excuse to hide from Shadow, but like Deku. But I'm gonna refer to him as Shadow because heck, Shadow is badass. Damn. Uh, Shadow said like, Sonic, you want us to train for this 10 months in different places, don't you? That you don't want Koski to know or anyone else. Sonic said like, wow, there's no hiding thing from you. And Shadow said like, you're so predictable. And Silver said like, that's actually a good idea. Seeing that we are going to UA, it'd be better if we actually train by ourselves. And Shadow said like, yeah, you do got a point there. I mean, we already know most of our skills. If we're actually planning to become the number one hero, then at least we should do things differently. And Sonic said like, so yes, decided. And by the way, they already cleaned up Dekia Beach. Like, like they already did that when they were like what 10 years old. 10 years old, they already cleaned up Dekia Beach. Cause why not? So they all agree as they go on to tell Inko, their mother. Now Inko in this one, she's normal. She's not chubby. Like yeah, she's normal. As Inko is just like in the kitchen preparing dinner. As Sonic said like, "Hey mom," and Inko said, "Oh Sonic, Silver, Shadow. I actually didn't hear you guys entering. How was school? I heard that you guys are planning to go to UA." And Silver said like, "Yeah, we are, and we got 10 months um of training." And then Inko said like, "Oh, 10 months, huh? What do you plan on doing with those?" As Shadow said like, "Well, me, Sonic, and Silver are actually planning on traveling to different places on like for training." Naoko just thinks about this, and she says like, "Oh, I already know that they have strong quirks. plus, they travel all the time. Seeing that they're gone for 10 months, it will be lonely, but heck, why not? Uncle said, like, yeah, sure thing. When do you plan to leave? As this actually surprised everyone and said, like, are you, like, are you sure about this? They all said. And Uncle said, like, why not? You guys travel all the time. As Sonic said, like, yeah, we do, but 10 months? Are you sure about that, Mom? As Uncle said, like, nah, I'm fine, remember. Like, I'll be safe. And they said, like, yeah, she does got a point. As they all agreed, so, okay, fine. As Sonic said, like, hey, what about tomorrow? Uncle said, like, it's not fun with me. You guys are not going on an airplane or whatever. As they are not like they all like shook their head, say like no. As I'm gonna say, like fast forward until the next day, as hmm, Shadow, Silver, and Sonic, they're already ready to go. As they have to talk to themselves. As Sonic is saying like, well guys, I'm actually off. I'm gonna train in Africa, like no, not Africa, Egypt. Sorry, I'm gonna train in Egypt. I wanna see how long I actually last during the sun. And plus, I actually want to test out some things. As Silver said like, that's actually a good choice. I might just go somewhere for us to like no for me to work on my advanced telekinesis. Yes, Silver's quirk is actually advanced telekinesis. As Shadow says like, I might be going to Antarctica. I actually want to test out my chaos control. And they all nod their heads, and with that, they just leave. Now, Sonic is just racing on water. Now, here's the thing. They're kind of breaking the law. They're using their quirks in, they don't have a license to use that quirk. So they're doing this illegal, but they're actually really careful. Think that quirk is actually way more powerful than anything else. So they're going to their, to their places for them to train. As it only took them about I want to say 2 hours to get there. It took them about 2 hours to get there. As Sonic is at Egypt, Sphere was just like at one island at I'm gonna say uh what should play like oh man guys. I was planning on doing this. Heck, why not? Silver actually made it to the to the floating island where David Shield is actually at, and they actually like Sonic Silver Shadow. They're on good terms like when with David Shield. So yeah, so Silver was also there. Now I'm not gonna go into detail for the 1 month, but I'm gonna tell them what they will be doing for the 10 months of training. Now, Sonic will be working on his speed and seeing that he wants to have a fully control over it. He plans on working out, having more stamina. Like he's like the reason why he's in Egypt because he wants to be in the heat. Like if the heat actually puts pressure on him, like he will run faster and faster. So yeah, and plus he wants to create tornadoes like mini, how should I say, mini hurricanes. So yeah, as for Silver is just practicing on his advanced telekinesis, seeing that how should I say, he's just using his quirk to lift up things, how big of an object that he can actually lift up. And so yeah, on. And I'm not gonna do how should I say? Like that if you guys have watched the movie My Hero Academia, like the movie with Melissa Shield, where Deku and all them, they go to the island, they help it out. So yeah, Melissa actually do know Shadow, Silver, and Sonic, as heck they're actually best friends. Now Silver is just like in with Melissa. They're just like, she's just helping Silver with his quirk, seeing like how big of an object that he can actually lift up and so on. As for Shadow, he is in Antarctica trying to control his chaos. Like no, he's trying to control his chaos control. So yeah. So remember, guys, chaos control is super destructive. Like if it's not handled properly, it could destroy a country or some place wherever. So Shadow is having like trying to have a control over that. And remember, he can actually absorb life energy to have more chaos energy. So yeah. So he's working on that. The reason why he's in the code for him to be more focused on it. More focused, give him way more better control. Now, I'm gonna switch over to like Koski, Bosky, like Bakugo Koski. It doesn't really matter. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, Koski is actually a girl. Now, she has long blonde hair. Like I'm not talking about short blonde hair, like like all like Koski fans do. Like they gave Koski short hair. No, Koski has long blonde hair and red eyes. And she's just like she is training by herself. Now she's not like for the 10 months. She plans on improving her quirk, like improving I can't speak, improving her explosive. As right now she's going over to Shadow's house, Shadow Silver Sonic's place, to see if they want to work on the quirk together. Sorry about that. She knocks on the door and Inko just appears. Said, "Oh, Koski, how may I help you?" She said, like, "Oh, Inko, I was actually wondering if Shadow, Silver, and Sonic will actually plan on training with me for the UA." As the Inko said, like, "Oh, they haven't told you?" And Koski said, like, "Told me what?" As Koski, like, no, Inko said, like, "Oh, Shadow, Silver, and Sonic, they left." And Koski said like, "Wait, what? Left where?" And Inko said like, "Oh, they're actually gone off traveling." And this actually puts a shocked face on Koski. She said like, "Wait, how come they didn't tell me?" And Inko said like, "I actually thought they did." "Oh well, I can give them a call." Saying like, and Koski said like, "No, it's all good. I'll just wait for them to come back." And she just cracks her like knuckles and like, "Oh, this is gonna be good." As now I'm gonna fast forward all the way to the 10 months of training. As they like Shadow Silver Sonic, they have been training hard. Like I mean hardcore, guys, like hardcore. As as Shadow Silver, man, it's actually great. The 10 months of training was actually worth it. Have better control over my chaos powers. And Shadow gets a call on his phone as he looks at it. He picks it up. It's actually from his two brothers, Silver and Sonic. As he answered it, said like, "Yo, what's going on?" As Sonic said like, "Yo, are you guys alright?" As Silver said like, "Yeah, I'm already finishing up here. I'm about to leave." Sonic said like, "Same here," and Shadow said like, "I'm also about to take part." As Sonic said like, "Hey, I actually got an idea. Let's have a race. Let's see who can actually make it back to the house first." As Shadows and Silver actually go serious. They like, "Huh. So you want to challenge her? Trust me by this. You shouldn't underestimate me." And Silver said like, "You do too, Shadow. How actually gone a lot better." Sonic said like, "Calm down, guys. I'm the one with the speed." Have a like shield like, oh man. Silver said like, "Okay, fine. How about we start right now? Do you guys have all your things ready?" As Sonic and Silver just says like, "Yeah." As Sonic said like, "Okay, 3," and Shadow said like 2, and Silver said like 1. And with that, three of them say go at the same time, and they legit bliss out of pure sight. Now Sonic is just like running like extremely fast, guys. Like he's running on water. He's running extremely fast. He said like, ha 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 ha. I'll show these two who's the true number one hero. And then Sonic is just running so fast. He's actually like each step he's taking, he's actually putting more force into it. As if you guys look behind him, he's actually creating like a mini like tsunami behind him. As we go on to Silver, Silver just flying at max, like not max like speed, but he's still flying fast. And he's flying fast. He's cutting through water. Like he flies. He's just like making the water cut in half. So yeah, as he's flying at a pretty fast pace. Silver's like, I'll show you guys. Like Shadow's just like blitzing, like he's teleported everywhere. Like Shadow has more power. Like I'm gonna say who has the most powers. Like I'm pretty sure Shadow has the most powers here. So yeah, as Shadow just blitzing everywhere, like to different countries, to different buildings, super far than anyone can actually ever teleport it. As he's already about like what 30 minutes away from um 30 minutes away from his house. As he's just blitzing everywhere. Now they're just they're actually racing so hard as they already make it back to the to Japan as Shadow said like, huh, home free already. As Sonic is already he's just racing through town, already trying to get home quickly. So is Silver. As we go on to Deku's house, Deku's house, wherever Shadow's house. Remember Shadow's Deku, but I'm gonna refer to him as Shadow. As all three of them see the house as they already have a big smile on their faces. And with that, Sonic actually touches the house first. As next is Shadow, third is Silver. As Sonic says like, oh yes, I told you guys, you guys can't beat me. And Silver says like, yes, I know. Your speed is actually amazing. Heck, you actually have improved, Sonic. And Shadow said like, yes, you actually have improved, little brother. As Sonic said like, oh, thanks, you guys actually did improve too. As Shadow said like, yeah, I actually did try to work on my teleportation, but still yet. Silver said like, yeah, but still. Oh, if you guys wondering, like, Silver is actually the oldest one. Next is Shadow, and then the other like is Sonic. So yeah. So Ingo just arrives at the door. She's like, oh my god, like she sees like Shadow Silver Sonic. She starts crying. She just hugs them in their arms and says, oh god, you two are back. She actually felt like a strange feeling when somebody like knocked the door. As yeah, like she's just crying in their arms. As they're comforting her, saying like, "Yo, it's okay, mom. It's okay. We're back here. We're back for good. For now." As like they make it inside. They're just like they're just telling Inko their stories on what they've been doing, like the training, and so yeah. I think I was actually surprised. Like, yo, these like three of them have actually really been improving. Like their quirks, like they might be the strongest quirks ever to exist. Like, like Silver is actually amazing. His advanced telekinesis, like something like nobody has ever seen before. Like Shadow has chaos control, like that's a whole different level. And Sonic has hyper speed. Yes, that's Sonic's quirk's name is actually called hyper speed. As he can actually run pretty fast. Like damn. As they're just getting along, they're actually just like, heck, they decide to hit the hay because they're actually tired. And they go and fall asleep. Now, about like they fall asleep for about 3 hours. As but like Koski actually decided like, heck, 10 months of training like isn't like the 10 months of training like she did is already over. She just decided like heck to check if Sonic, Silver, and Shadow are actually back, and she actually really does miss Shadow because they actually they can't actually relate to each other. Like they're kind of like the same, but still yet. As she's just walking, she knocks on the door. Inko just opens it up, and she says like, "Oh, Koski, I'm actually glad that you visit." And Koski said like, "Oh, Inko, oh, it's so good to see you. How are you?" She just entered the door, and Inko said like, "Oh, it's actually great." As Inko said like, "Oh, by the way, the guy's actually back," and this surprised, Koski said, like, wait, really? They're back? Where are they? And then Coach said, like, well, they're actually in their room sleeping. If you want, you can go check on them. And, yeah, Koski just said, like, oh, thanks. And Coach said, like, stay, like, take as long as you need. As she goes upstairs, the first room that she actually opens is actually Sonic. And Sonic is just, like sleeping, like, Sonic style. Those anime people, which they're not in the bed fully. It's just like they have the arms spread out and so on, and they're just snoring. That's Sonic. And Koski said like, huh, he hasn't changed one bit. And she did give like a small smile and then closes the door and she enters Silver's room. Silver's just sleeping peacefully, normal as ever. As she smiles and she enters Shadow's room. Now she enters Shadow's room and she sees like exactly pitch dark, like damn. And she sees Shadow right there. As he's sleeping like fine, a little bit snoring. So like, yeah, like she goes over, sits on like Shadow's bed, and she starts stroking Shadow's hair, saying like, I'm actually glad that you're back. Just has a smile on her face as she stays there for for a long time in Shadow's room as she actually falls asleep with Shadow. So yeah. Now about I'm gonna say about like 1 hour pass as Silver and Sonic already woke up. And by the way, guys, this is gonna be a long what if, so yeah. Hope you're ready. Silver and Sonic already wakes up as they say like, oh man, that was actually a good sleep that I actually had for the 10 months. Damn. As they go downstairs, they greet them, but they act like like Inko just tells them about like Koski is actually here. As they say like, yo, wait, where is she then? And Koski says, no, like Inko says like, oh, I think she's upstairs. I actually don't know where she is. I thought she would be with you guys. I thought you guys were already awake. They said like, no, we just woke up now. I'm saying like, huh, okay. They go around looking for her. They see, like Shadow and Koski sleeping in the same bed, and it's actually like, this shocks everybody. And they look at her and they see like they're sleeping so peacefully together. And Inko just eyes just shined up like with stars, saying, ah. My big boy is already grown up. I already have enough girlfriend. Aww. And like if you guys are, like they're proper cuddling in with each other. Like they're properly cuddling up, like holding each other like they're teddy bears. And Shadow, not Shadow. Silver and Sonic has a big grin, saying like, "Oh man, this is gonna be so funny when Shadow wakes up." As they close the door as about 5 minutes, like I'm gonna say 10 minutes pass as Shadow wakes up and he says like, ugh, man, ugh, ugh, man, my body, feels like I've been sleeping on a pile of rocks, but still yet, that's how I like it. He just sees like, oh, something feels weird as he goes he sees like Koski sleeping next to him, and his eyes just wide and say like, huh, Koski? She just like could have like she's holding like Shadow like deep, she's holding him tight, and Shadow's like, she's not gonna let go of me. I can tell about that. Oh well, time to do it. As he tried to he gets out of bed and he lets go of Koski as she Koski loses grip and she actually wakes up as Shadow's like, well, hey Koski, long time no see. As Koski sees Shadow, she, like, guys, prepare yourself. She pulls Koski in for a hug. As, no, she, like, if you guys heard that right, no, she pulls Shadow in for a hug. Like, damn. Uh, Shadow's taking him back. Koski's just hugging Shadow. Say, like, oh my god, Machi, so glad that you're back. As, hmm. Shadow just like is blushing hard, like if you like he's blushing like a tomato. Damn. And Shadow's like, oh, sorry for worrying you. Me, well, like me, Silver and Sonic were actually on traveling to like to different master martial arts. Just lying to her face. So yeah, and she says like, she says like, I actually don't care. Next time you're bringing me to. As Shadow says like, okay, fine then. She just stroking Shadow's hair. Like they're actually pretty good with each other. As as Shadow said like, hey Koski, and she said like, yeah. Why do you keep on stroking my hair? And Koski said, cause I love it. And just like, huh, okay. Well, I actually like you keep on doing this to me. As Koski just goes and, how should I say, she kisses Shadow on the lips. For like, their kiss actually lasted about 5 minutes. And this actually surprised, like, Shadow as, he's he's, I don't want to, I hate doing this. He just kisses her back. They, they release for about they release the kiss for, 5 minutes later, as, she goes back to stroking his hair and so yeah, on. Now, about 2 minutes pass, two of them get up as they go downstairs, where Shadow, Silver, and no, not Shadow, Silver and Sonic, and Inko, and Koski's mom is also there, so yeah. And they're in the living room, just chatting with each other, as Shadow says ugh. No wonder I keep on hearing noise. And they're able to see Koski, and Shadow, as they already formed Koski's mother, I think her name is Hinomi or whatever. I don't know. That just eyeing them, as they Koski and Shadow sits on their two chair with each other. Koski says why is everybody keeps on staring at us? Steve, Sonic said so how did you two sleep together? Shadow said he goes red saying also Koski said and Bakugo's mom I know Koski's mom, sorry. I'm gonna if I see Bakugo, I'm actually reverting to Koski, and she's a girl. So and she said oh well, I actually knew you had the heart for him. Go get him, kid. And she just hides behind Shadow. Her face is just going red. Shadow's just he just fixes himself quickly. So yeah, haha, yeah. I know it's strange, right? But it's not that weird. She basically lives here. It's just normal. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And they say okay. You guys were cuddling within each other's. You guys were cuddling together. As sorry guys, one sec. Sorry about that, guy. I if you actually heard the noise of someone's calling my name, I am truly sorry. Yeah, I'm really sorry for stopping the video right there. But still, I'm going to just continue as where we left off was actually Koski hiding her face behind Deku, also known as Shadow, aka. As, she's hiding her blush and so on. As, Shadow keeps a straight face, but also, still caught off guard by it. So, now, fast forward about, 5 minutes of everybody just calming down, as Inko says so I actually heard that the UA entrance exam is actually starting in about 2 days. you guys excited? As like Shadow, Silver, Sonic, and Koski just nods the head as Koski says like, huh, I'm always ready. This is actually gonna be great. As like Sonic said like, believe me in this, I'm gonna beat everyone right here. I'm gonna show them who's the number one hero, and so you're on. As they just like brag about who's gonna become the number one hero, and so yeah. And I'm gonna fast forward all the way to the entrance exam. So yeah, big day. As Koski, Silver, Shadow, and Sonic, they're just walking together, but just Koski by Shadow's side, and so yeah. As they made it in, as they can see like the whole place is actually packed. Like damn, as they take their seats and they do the written test. Now, look, guys, don't get me wrong. Like Silver, Shadow, and Sonic, they are smart. Not on the level on Nezu, but damn, they are smart. Like, yeah, they're just total smart. The Silver being like smarter. As three of them actually have the like the written test done in about they had it done for about like 20 minutes and they're already done. As like they're waiting for the next part. Everybody just finished their test. It took them like about a little bit longer. It took them about 30 minutes to complete, but still get on. As they're waiting for the next part. As like Prison Mike explains, like the robot test, as like the 1 pointer, the 2 pointers, the 3 pointers, and yada yada yada. And Ida just just comes up and say like, "Sir, you made a mistake." He said, and this right here is a 0 pointer. If this is a mistake, then I'm highly disappointed in you. So yeah, and Koski just said like, "Shut up already, gee, let the man speak." So yeah, as Pretty Much they're like, "Oh, thank you." As Ida just sits down. Now he explains the 0 pointer that with 0 points, and that if you see it, just run. Yeah, as they all agree. Now they go to different locations. As Sonic is on his own, Silver is on his own, Shadow's on his own, and Koski is on her own. So yeah, they're just like, They're waiting for the doors to open, and when the doors open, Prison Mike just says like, "Go!" and everybody starts running. Now, fully on, Sonic just activates his hyper speed, and he just blazes in. As so the Shadow and Silver, they just activate their quick, and they go flying into the, into town, like these, like, robots, whatever, and he starts destroying, destroying all of them. Like the first robot they see is actually the 1 pointer, which Sonic actually just uses his speed. Like if you guys can know Sonic or play the game Sonic, he turns himself into a ball. That's what Sonic did right there. He turns himself into a ball and he just completely destroys all robots. And everybody's seeing like three of them in action, like, damn, what are the quirks? As Shadow just put in like his 2 fingers and he just blasting robots while still running. Like he just blasting robots, completely destroying them. It's just complete destruction. It's just like he puts his hands into like a gun state and he just starts shooting every single robot. And for Silver, he's using his telekinesis powers and just crushing them. Like crushing them. He lifts them up and he just crushed them into a ball and completely exploding. As Koski sees it and her eyes go ahead and say, "Wait, what? Since when did they? How?" And she said, like, "I can't think about that now." As she goes to the story of more robots. Now, about 20 minutes passes of Shadow, Silver, and Sonic destroying robots. Now, Silver has about like what 81 points. Shadow has about like um 91 points. And Silver and no, Sonic has about 85 points. Now they're just like kind of like, man, damn. As they reach each other, like three of them actually met each other right there. So like, "Oh, so how much points do you guys get?" I said, and Shadow said like, "I got 89 points." Sonic says like, I got 84 points. Silver says I got 81, but I think that's enough. As the ground starts shaking, as not just like guys, I'm doing this, I love myself. About like the ground starts shaking, and about I'm gonna say it, 8 0 pointers just comes in. Fully on 8 0 pointers comes in. As everybody sees these 0 pointers, and they legit start running. And everybody's just running. Shadow, Silver, and Sonic heard a screaming. As they look to see like, yo, two girls actually trapped underneath these, like rubbles. As fully on, they they go and help them up. As Shadow Silver Sonic, they help Oraka, and the next girl is actually Mina, where she's also trapped in the rubble but still yet on. Sonic goes and picks up Mina. They bring two of them to a safe place. Now, fully on, these 8 robots are actually total destruction. Like I'm telling you right now, as they bring them to a safe place, as Sonic and Silver Shadow tells them to stay here. That we'll handle this. As before they can even speak, they're already off. And everybody said like, what are these three doing? Dude, don't they not see these 8 0 pointers? They're crazy. And Koski is watching them in awe. As in like the spectator room, like the teacher lounge, they're just watching all this, and they like Nathan said like, huh, these three are actually interesting. What are the quirks by the way? And they pull out their stats, they said, and they look Nezu, it says right here that it's unknown. And Nezu said, wait, what? Unknown? As like all my said like sort of quirkless. They said like, no, I don't think so. Like we got from the report from their last school, it tells them that they don't have quirks. Huh? That's strange. And they just keep on watching the match. They like midnight. So like the fact that they're actually going in to take down the 0 pointers, I don't think they stand a chance. Everybody disagrees with them. Like, damn, it's 8 0 pointers. What could 3 kids do to a 0 pointer that big? Yeah, they don't stand a chance. As Sonic Silver and Shadow are just running as Sonic said like, heck, I'm gonna have this win. This is all me. He goes with past Shadow and Silver as he goes to take he goes into his ball form, starts running he starts creating fire on the ground. And he goes and shoot right through right through the 0 pointer's head, completely destroying it. As Silver and Shadow said like, oh no you don't. They go and blaze. They start flying. Well, Shadow just teleports, Shadow, Silver just flies, and they're just destroying the robots. like Shadow just creating chaos blast and just shooting it, just completely destroying it, disintegrating it, and everybody's seeing it. This is like, whoa, their quirk is actually amazing. What are they? As Silver just uses telekinesis power, just lift up 3 robots, and they're completely they're completely crushing it. As they see one last robot, as 3 of them just look at each other and say like, oh no, this is not gonna happen. As Sonic just said like, heck, my time to shine. I'm gonna show you who's the #1 hero. As he goes and runs blazing speed. As you can see blue blurs of him, kind of like the flat, blue streams of him behind his back, as he goes and fully on jumps into the air, and he starts turning himself into a ball, just starts spinning in the air super high, and he rushes down, completely slicing the 0 pointers completely. As Sonic does a pose like, yeah, as Silver and Shadow they just combine the strongest attack. As Shadow said chaos blast, and Silver just uses his telekinesis advanced, guys, remember, advanced telekinesis skills, and he just creates a sword. As he it's actually blue, a blue sword, like a giant blue sword, and he just slices down to the 0 pointer, and also Shadow's attack completely colliding with it, just completely making a huge explosion. And everybody sees it. They're in awe right there. As Prismatic said, like, time's up. As Shadow said, what Sonic said, like I just like arguing, like just bickering like children. Like they said, like, hey, that was my kill. Shadow said, and Silver said, like, huh, you guys got in my way. And Sonic said, like, you guys are way too slow. Huh, you definitely saw that I took down that last one. They're just bickering like children, as like everybody just look at them like anime tears just falls from their face, like, what the happened? Who are they? As recovery girl just comes over, recovers everyone up, and she goes and recovers Mina and Oraka. So yeah, as like Sonic goes to check on Mina, and the rest saying like, yo, are you okay? And like they said, like two of them said like, yeah, and with that they just leave the van. Now Silver, Shadow, and Sonic, they're just walking home as Koski just runs up to them and says like, hey, and they look behind and say like, oh, Koski, what's up? And Koski says like, you how like you told, like, you didn't have a quirk, how? As like Phil says like, oh, sorry about this, but we've been lying for you for about for how long? We did have a quirk, but we didn't bother to use it. As Koski said like, you didn't tell me how. You just, oh my, she just mad as she starts scolding them, like yelling at them for not telling them this, like, I'm your friend. And so yeah, like this goes on until they actually get home. Now Bakugo's like, Koski's mom's also there, as she's just sipping tea with Inko, as like she said like, do you think the exam's already over? And Inko said like, I think so. I think they're already on their way now. And the door just slams open as the two of them turn their head to see, like Koski just scolding the three of them all the way home, as they are just like, like Silver, Shadow, and Sonic, they just lie on the couch like, oh my god, Koski, can you please stop? We're sorry. As like Sonic said, as Koski just scolding them more, as Inko said like, what's the problem? As Koski said like, these three, they they lied. They said like they didn't have a quirk, thinking that, like, she starts crying as she runs, she goes, runs to Shadow, just starts hitting, like she's like a tsundere, like she starts hitting Shadow. They're like, how could you do this to me? I thought we had something, as like Shadow said like, well, how many times did we have to say we're sorry? As Inko said like, oh, so you found out about that quirk, and then Koski mom said, oh, so you kept that secret for all this time? Hook, line, and sinker. As like they just like, like two of them just sit down on the couch. They just start discussing on how the entrance exam went. As they said like they completely destroyed it. Yeah, like they said like it was actually kind of easy. And by the way, guys, they weren't going full power. So yeah, as they're just discussing, and Koski just like scolded Shadow, and yeah, as Shadow is already used to it. So yeah, she just, yeah, he just allows it. Like there's nothing to explain. Now about like 2 hours pass, Koski already calms down, and she's just resting on like Shadow's shoulder, and so yeah, as they're just chilling. So yeah, they're just having a good time. As Ingo said, like, oh well, seeing that you guys all calm down, Shadow, why don't you help me inside the kitchen? And Shadow said, like, sure thing, mom. As Shadow just goes to put like Bakugo on, like on her own. So yeah, as he just enters the kitchen, as Inko and Shadow just starts cooking. As guys, Shadow is actually a master chef in the house. Like Inko is actually good at cooking, but Shadow is just takes the cake. Yeah, Silver and Sonic can cook, but still, yeah. As about 1 hour past of cooking, as dinner's already made, they all eat. Like they all sit down, they eat, as they're just amazed with Shadow's cooking and also Inkle's. Like they're just eating it all out, like, yo, this is good. Sonic said, like Silver said, like, yeah, I think you should quit being like a hero and just start your own like restaurant. This is amazing. Go 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 go. And Koski just like eating it. She's just in awe, like this is actually really good. Better as always. As like Shadow just like, cooking's basically easy. Trust me. As he like Bakugo's mom. I think her name is Hinami. I think her name is Hinami. I think I don't know. So yeah. So she's at the end like, you actually have improved, Shadow. I'm actually surprised. As they're just eating. About like a few minutes later, they finish eating, and Koski leaves with her mom and so yeah on. As fast forward all the way to the next day, Silver, Shadow, and Sonic they're at their little base, their little hideout base. As they're just there chilling. Silver is just like on a computer. Like guys, like let me tell you about that base. It's a proper base. Like they actually built this. Like there's a big screen, like a big screen. There's computer work and so you're on. They have satellite. They have solar system. Don't ask me how they got it. They just have it. As Shadow is just like, he's cleaning. How should I say? His weapons. Like guys, like if you guys don't know, Shadow has a gun. So yeah, but it's not like a gun which you can actually shoot bullets. It's actually a gun for his quirk, like chaos control. He can infuse his chaos to his gun, and he just starts shooting it. And yeah, so yeah, that's he's just cleaning his gun. Sonic is just like, eating his chili dogs, like heck. So yeah, that base is actually just like a man cave, and they have the emeralds already hidden in them, already safe. As Sonic said, like, Silver, what are you doing? And Silver said, like, oh, I'm just actually preparing, like I'm actually just fixing up my suit. As Sonic said, like, your suit? And Silver said, like, yeah, the suit that we had to do for the when we get to UA. Sonic says like, oh man, I completely forgot. I won't even have time. What would I wear? Heck, I'll just wear what I always wear. Shadow says like, you're such an idiot, little bro. That's why Silver already made a suit. And he just clicks a button, and after that, tree suit disappears. As for like, how should I say, for Shadow, he has like a black jacket with furs on, like the sides of them, going all around. So yeah, as he has rings, like those rings, like coins, like what you guys can see is at the thumbnail right there. He has that on his wrist, and also his shoes. He has that too. As for Silver, he has a long coat with like those glowing rings around his wrist, and so his shoe looks the same. And so yeah, on Sonic, he has the same sneakers as he's wearing. Like how should I say? He's more kind of like he's more kind of like Silver and Shadows combined, but just except with the fur and rings, and so yeah, that's just like Sonic's suit. As Sonic just like, wow, so man, that's actually amazing. And Silver said like, I knew you would forget, so that's why I already started creating them, and I think they're already ready. I think we should test them out when we actually get to UA. As they all agree, as they make it back home. As Inkle says like, just starts screaming her head off, saying like, oh my god, you guys are here, oh my god. As they say like, what is it, mom? As they say like, you got a letter. As like they can see 3 letters from UA. They open it as they start reading it. Now All Might does not appear, cause All Might only appears for Deku. Hashtag like Shadow. So yeah, as he only appeared when Deku actually got one for all, but seeing that Deku doesn't have one for all, Shadow, aka Shadow, yeah, he Yeah, he doesn't have that hologram screen, whatever. So the one who will get one for all, I'm still thinking, will it be Koski or Mirio? Cause I don't mind Koski having one for all, but her quirk is actually already strong as it is. So and Mirio, I think I actually might give it to Mirio. Yeah, I think I might give it to Mirio. It will be fair. Kakashi will, her quirk will, I trust me, I will make her powerful. I will make her quirk powerful, trust me, in the future. But right now, it's actually like 5 times better than the original Bakugo, so yeah. As they're just reading the letter, they read that they actually got into UA, that they'll be in class 1A, as three of them, as they're just cheering their heads up until you're on, and they read that they'll be starting school in about 2 days. As guys, I think I might end it here. If you guys like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.